Hi, this is another present from Member Mission Presents, and with me this morning as I'm getting into position so you can see two of us is Nanci Gordon.
Hi, Wayne.
Good to be with you. And Nanci fascinates me because I met her at at the diocesan convention, and later you were up for election and you made it as the first alternate.
First alternate lay deputy. This will be my second general convention, and you and I met almost 30 years ago when you did a workshop in Chicopee, Massachusetts, and I was so excited to see you again after so many years. I've never forgotten that. That was such a powerful workshop for me.
And that was fun. Those workshops were good. We were about connecting people with the Christian story and how to do that. I'm still at it in another way. Let's live the Christian story. And what interested me is that you're a broadcaster for
WJJR-FM and online, WJJR.net in Rutland, Vermont.
And a commercial station.
Yes, yes. And I'm about to celebrate my 25th anniversary on the air. And most of those years, almost 20 of those years, have been at WJJR.
And you're on your way to receive an award in behalf of the station. Do I get that in Burlington?
My partner, Terry J. and I, again, we've worked together for most of the last 20 years. We've been separated at times, but largely worked together. And it's the Alan Noyes Community Service Award. The Vermont Association of Broadcasters Hall of Fame ceremony is tonight, and we are being recognized as a station.
Okay. I think we need to talk up. We'll see how we're coming across as time goes. Now, as we talked, I was fascinated to hear that, and then what really excited me was the question I could ask you of how does your faith connect with broadcasting? Tell me what you do every day. What's the broadcast like?
We are a team. For many years, the morning show, currently in the afternoon. It's a combination of news, entertainment, information, weather, traffic, not so much traffic snarls, but weather-related issues, and a lot of community information. The reason why we're getting an award is for some of our more conspicuous broadcasts when we do something called Stuff-A-Bus, where over 2.5 days we broadcast from a public transit bus and ask the community to come and donate non-perishable food items and cash and gift cards and checks. This past weekend we did that, 25,545 pounds and almost $10,000 in cash, checks, and gift cards, which our local Salvation Army Corps and Community Action Center
and you see this kind of thing is what you can do out of a faith perspective?
Absolutely. Although it's a commercial station, it's not a, quote, religious broadcast, we very much talk to people from their place of faith. I will say, whatever your philosophy is, whatever your spiritual upbringing, this is where we can put that love into action. If we try to make it fun, we make it lively, we make it convenient, we create a gimmick.
And those are the words you use, ask about their spiritual
Absolutely. And sometimes, you know, I will quote a scripture, you know, in a casual way, because it's not a formal religious setting. But nonetheless, I'll say, you know, you may be familiar with this line from the Bible, and just throw it as one of the comments that we will use. You know, we'll also make jokes. We'll also make pop culture references. It's part of the mix, but it's there. And obviously, if I have local clergy people who come and support an effort like Stuff-A-Bus or another event we do, we pack the local theater, pack the Paramount. If you stand on the stage of the theater and you look at every seat that's been filled with bags and boxes of food that people are donating to the community. Again, if we have local clergy representatives come, give them an opportunity to say something to the community on the air. All of that is part of what we do. And even just on a daily basis, giving local nonprofit organizations a voice, a platform to get their message out, whether it's the Battered Women's Shelter or preventing child abuse or Pure Water for the World, which is an international organization based right in Rutland, putting them on as guests on my talk show. All of these things to me are part of living out my faith in this vocation.
And my guess is that when you do this, you're probably doing this a bit more than some other broadcasters, just because you're motivated to have the concern that people care as part of as much a visible part of what you do as possible.
First day I was in radio school, the instructor said, "Why are you here?" And a lot of people said, "Oh, I really love music. It's cool to be a DJ." And I said at the time, "Well, I'm thinking about becoming an Episcopal priest, and I'd like to combine that with broadcasting." And they all kind of gave me a double take there in the class. But the thing that was funny about that experience, and what I've seen over the last 25 years, it's happened again and again, is people started coming to me with their questions. Mm-hmm. Because here I was, this pop culture person who had come out and made this spiritual statement. And it was interesting for them to see the combination of the two. And they started asking me, "Well, what do you think about?" And I've got this dilemma. And they would ask me, as a layperson, which I still am, what I thought. And didn't see me as judging or excluding.
So important.
And that, to me, was very important. And it's been a theme throughout what I now consider my lay ministry over the last 25 years.
Yeah, we like to say that anybody who's committed to love and justice is on God's team already. They may not know it. Knowing it will help a bit more to be more just, more loving.
To be more rejoice. And intentional.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I'm very intentional about it, even though I don't have a religious agenda per se. It's not specifically a Christian agenda, but it, to me, is living out my Christianity.
So I remember, too, our earlier conversation, when we talked about interviewing, you said you like to go a step further, or there's something about interviewing that a lot of interviewers don't seem to pick up as much as you want to.
I'm very big on homework, for starters, and again, giving people an opportunity to reveal themselves beyond just the information, the person. And a lot of times you get to the heart of a person. And as you say, whether somebody aligns him or herself with God deliberately, there are usually spiritual underpinnings for a lot of the good work that gets done. And just talking about that in a respectful way and in an open way is very freeing, I think, for the whole community.
Sure, sure. Nanci, thank you so much for stopping by here to talk a bit in this kind of homey, informal
Very homey.
Studio.
I like it.
I'm going to be turning us off, and folks can enjoy a few more seconds of you.
Take care, and thanks.